Welcome to your darkest dreamscapes. This is Kaz. I'll be your host as we wind down the darker trails of existence, verging on the border of that which we can perceive clearly and that which we cannot. It's a dark night. I can hear the rain outside, hitting the glass pane of the window in the kitchen as we sit around the table. Andrew, Katrina, and I. She's telling me how fortunate I am to have inherited this house under the circumstances. What are the odds, right? Some distant relative just keeling over, and me being the chosen one to receive the gift of the estate. Well, she's just broken up with her boyfriend, and she's broken and needs somewhere to stay. Naturally, being her best friend, I allow her a room in my house. We're talking and laughing, and her cat runs into the room. I watch it as it moves closer and then jumps up onto the counter and through the window without breaking the pane. Then I realize I'm dreaming. The rain keeps falling outside. Remember, Katrina, I say, the groundskeeper told us we need to be in our rooms by 11. We all glance at the clock. It's 11:15. As soon as we realize we're past our curfew, the electricity goes out. There's chaos and confusion. Katrina stands up. I hear a drawer opening and shutting. We can't find the flashlight. Andrew volunteers to go check the breakers. The swinging kitchen door opens and I hear it shut again. Katrina and I are standing together in the dark. The lights flicker and I can tell the house must be flooding. What? Nobody said anything about any disrepair. Alright then. Andrew comes back in. He can't find the box. Katrina volunteers to go with him this time, and they leave me alone in the kitchen. I manage to find the flashlight in the junk drawer. Just as I switch it on, the lights come back on. Katrina bursts through the door, and behind her, a wave of liquid crashes into my kitchen. It leaves me soaked onto my knees. I stare down, confused for a moment. She's hysterical and talking about how red the water is. I lean down and dip my finger into it. Even before my fingertip reaches my lips, I know it's not water. I don't think I've ever been more calm than when I told her, "That's not water. It's blood." "Blood?" she asks. "But how's that?" Suddenly, it occurs to me. Andrew isn't with her, or with me. Shit. We run up the staircase, down a long carpeted hallway. The water, blood, hasn't made it to this level yet. We're running and running and the doors are all shut. There's a light at the end of the hallway. I make it there and then peek in. Andrew's standing there in his black jersey, staring out the window, looking down at his car. I ask him if he's alright, and he says he's fine. I hear a knock at the door then. I go down and open the door. The rain is still falling. There's nobody outside. Not immediately, obviously, anyway. I step out. I hear growling in the distance as the door shuts behind me. I focus my eyes and Rose, there's a pack of dogs going closer and closer. Teeth are bared. Their eyes glow in the night. I turn around to get back into the house and hear the growling getting louder behind me. The door's locked. I begin pounding on the door. Pounding and pounding and pounding. Finally, Katrina comes outside. What's wrong with you? Just come in the house, she says. Katrina, there's dogs. I need to go inside. But the door's already shut and I can't open it. Pounding and pounding. Finally, they're too close and I just have to risk it. Better to run and be mauled, I suppose, than lay on the front porch like I'm served upon a silver platter. The ground's wet, and it's hard to run. I'm keeping an eye out for Katrina's cat. I figure with these dogs out here, that's a lost cause. And they're howling, giving chase as I run the perimeter of the house. When I get back to the front door, Andrew's standing on the porch waiting for me. And he tries to go back inside, but the door closes before I can go inside with him. I'm pounding on the door. And finally, he opens the door and then he pulls my arm. But before he can get me all the way through, the door slams. It breaks around my arm, rather than breaking my arm. And then I hear screaming from the other side of the door, and I can't figure out what's the matter. Katrina's screaming, and I hear the metallic whirring, sickening crunch of bone. And I realize my arm's been taken off. The lower half of it anyway. Shit. Once my blood hits the door's open again. And I come in the house and they ask me what happened. They told me someone just tried to break in. I'm kind of staring at them, confused. I don't remember exactly what happens next, but there's something else that Katrina and I needed to do together. And I go into my room afterwards and I'm washing in our bathroom. It's connected to the bedroom. And I come out expecting to see Andrew waiting for me on the bed. And sure he's on the bed. There are familiar faces, all in black, standing around the bed, weeping. I can't see what's on the bed. I move closer and I see him in the jersey that I wore the day he walked me 3 miles home because it was a half day and he had practice later, just to spend a little bit more time with me. He's not moving. He's not breathing. No. I run to the window where he'd been standing earlier and I look down and I see his Saturn SC2 wrapped around a tree. This can't be happening. I run out of the room and run and eventually there's another staircase going up. I throw open the door and I run up the stairs. At the top of the stairs there's a boy and I can't see his face, but his hair's brown. He's hanging dangling at the top of the stairs, body lifeless. There's nothing I could have done for him at that point, even if I knew what to do. I turn and I flee in the opposite direction. I come to another staircase. The staircase is going up and up and up, and I'm running. I'm fleeing, and I feel something overwhelming dread behind me, and if I stop running, surely it's going to catch me. I get to the top of the staircase. It's a small, cold stone tower. The sky is lighting up. It stopped raining at this point. Thank God. I stand catching my breath, watching the sun come up, trying so desperately to figure out what just happened. I must be miles in the air. I can see everything until it's grayed out by the morning fog. Then I realize everything is red, and it wasn't rain, it was blood falling from the skies. Nothing except Andrew's car is anything but red, and it's the blue color that it was. And then I'm pushed. 2 forceful hands square into my shoulders, and I'm falling, and I'm falling, and I'm reaching out for anyone, and there's nobody there, and I fall, and I fall, until I wake up. Hey, thanks for joining me tonight. Don't forget to like or subscribe if you enjoyed the story. And don't forget, there's